Back where we left off, page 10 to 11. Yeah. Now that we have defined what a great attitude is, let's talk about how to develop one. Allow me to emphasize something right now. I believe that one of the greatest things someone could ever say about me is he has a phenomenal attitude. You will get the attention of other human beings, both prospects and distributors, if you exude a great attitude. A great attitude gets noticed in a positive way, just like a negative attitude gets noticed in a negative way. I don't care if it's in your church, your workplace, during family time or recreation time, or when you're building your network marketing opportunity. You will shine brighter and create far more opportunities in life if you exhibit a great attitude. Keep in mind also that the best way to raise the attitude of the people around you is to exude a great attitude yourself. Right? Get that aura up. Get that aura game up. One of my goals in interacting with people is that they feel better about themselves and life in general by the time I leave them than when I started out our interaction. Ashe. That is one of the reasons that I was able to make millions of dollars in network marketing. My attitude constantly acted as a beacon of hope for those around me. People wanted to be around me because I was charging their attitude by my attitude. That is impossible to do without a great attitude that sings out, I'm happy about who I am, where I'm going, and my expectation of the future. Oh yeah. Right? I'm happy about who I am, where I'm going, and my expectations of the future. How do you create this great attitude that will be the foundation for a continuous path to achievement? Work hard at feeling good about yourself. Self-love. Major keys. I cannot begin to tell you the impact that how you feel about yourself will have on your attitude. Your view of yourself actually creates the basis for your attitude, right? Law of attraction, y'all. Reflections out here. If you feel fat, if you don't respect yourself because of your lack of discipline, if you don't have confidence in yourself because of the poor way you handle difficult times that come across your path, if you don't have a sense of worth and believe deeply in your integrity, it is literally impossible to have the type of attitude that will be described as a great or winning attitude. Conversely, if you feel good about the way you look, if you have an inner confidence resulting from the fact that you exercise self-discipline, that you know separates you from the next person, if you have a silent but abiding confidence in the way you handle difficult situations, if you know that within you is a reservoir of determination that will get you through any challenge, and that you are a person of high integrity, then a great attitude is natural. It's a natural extension of this view of yourself, right? Every day presents a new opportunity to create a positive experience that merits a deepening sense of self-confidence and thus a great attitude. You have total control from this moment forward to determine the view of yourself. It takes time, but you can establish an entirely new foundation of trusting your instincts for success, making the right decisions, taking chances, preparing, practicing, preserving, and winning. Doing whatever it takes for you to develop that unconscious swag that comes from a solid belief in your own potential. As you can tell, the ability to exhibit a great attitude has an enormous amount to do with your self-image. What actions can you take to make sure that this building block to a great attitude is in place? First, get on a regular program of movimiento. But he calls it exercise, right? Exercise. Come on, y'all. We are team no arthritis out here. At least stretch. And proper diet, right? You are what you eat, right? Do not be eating toxins on a regular if you don't plan to remove them. The better physical shape you are in, the easier it is to feel good about yourself, right? So even when you eat those crappy foods, just do some jumping jacks with a breath of fire so you know you're letting that shit go, okay? I interact with people differently when my waistband feels loose than when it feels tight. Feeling good about yourself physically puts a special bounce in your step and leads to the confident swagger that is a trait gained by every person who has ever succeeded in network marketing. A great attitude is much more likely to grow in the fertile soil of feeling good about your physical presence. Remember, you're not selling a product or a company when you are talking with something about getting involved in your business. You're selling you. A regular exercise and eating regimen takes discipline. Anytime you exercise self-discipline, you are waging war with the voice inside that wants you to take the path of least resistance and least pain. It is the same voice that opts for the easy way out. We tend to avoid pain and seek instant gratification. The more you wage that battle, the more you win that battle, the better you will feel. Okay? That's going to feel better about yourself. Personal self-discipline builds character, which leads to a better self-image, which will become a foundation for the creation and maintenance of a great attitude, all right? So we building new characters out here, right? This is our movie. Our movie, all right, y'all? The second action you can take is to hang around people who will be a fertile ground for a great attitude. Most of us reflect and adopt the attitudes of those with whom we associate regularly, right? Bad company corrupts good morals, the proverb reads. In the very same way, associating with people who are consistently negative will corrupt a good attitude. This is especially true when you are seeking to build a successful network marketing organization. The world is full of negative voices that will spend the day telling you what you cannot do and why you cannot do it, right? 95% of the world works for 5, so those voices will be there, reminding you that enslavement is the way to go. But it's not. So let's remember our experience as a parent and apply it to our lives as professional networkers. I happen to be in the wonderful time in life where I have 2 teenagers at home. I choose to commute to work 100 miles each way, each day, instead of moving because both of my teenagers have a great circle of friends and associates. Aw, go daddies. In my mind, a big reason they are both staying on the straight and narrow, right? The lesson here is simple. We know the effect that a bad relationship can have on our children's behavior. We guard that aspect of our lives zealously because we know the effect of a good positive relationship versus a bad negative relationship. So let me run that back unless for those of you who may have got a little lost. He's sharing with us that that energy of the 5 people you hang around with the most will show you how your bank account is looking, how what you do is looking like, right? Because you're going to be affected and influenced by those beings that you engage with on the regular. And he chose to be an amazing papa by commuting 100 miles to work each day, right? Because his teenagers had amazing associates and friends around them. And he did not want to, dissuade that. He didn't want to shift that. So, right? So we guard these aspects of our lives because we know what good, positive relationships feel like and look like and do to us versus a bad, negative, beating on you relationship, right? That's a no bueno. I encourage you to be just as zealous in choosing your relationships because they will have a dramatic effect on your attitude. Have you ever been around someone who acted like a drain on your battery because they were always complaining and seeing the negative in everything? When you start your conversation with them, your battery is pretty charged, but by the time you leave them, it is run down. Conversely, have you ever been around anyone whose positive view of the world and the circumstances of their life just inspire you to the point that they radiate a positive energy? I know you are thinking of people who fit both of these descriptions. You cannot afford to be around people who drain your battery and expect to create and maintain a great attitude. It's not gonna make it. All right. Who you associate with is your choice. Okay? It's the choice that you set every day. Making good decisions will add another valuable brick in the foundation necessary to exhibit a great attitude. Write down the name of the 5 most positive persons you know. These people leave you feeling different, charged, optimistic, and expecting great things. Now, let's have you visit the other side of the coin. Write down the names of the 5 most negative persons you know. These people don't leave you feeling the same either. They leave you feeling drained. Their very nature leaves you with less air in your balloon than when you first got together. Now, write down next to the 10 names, right? The 5 people who lift you up and the 5 people who bring you down. All right, write down next to those 10 names how much time you typically spend with each of them. Here's what this exercise is all about. I want you to visually see with whom you are spending your time with and with whom you should be spending your time. Some of these relationships will by their nature leave less room for your ability to reduce or maximize your interaction. However, keep in mind, as you are building your organization, more people quit network marketing in their first month because of the negative naysayer than for any other reason. From this point on, I encourage you to maximize the time spent with those persons who charge your battery and minimize the time spent with those persons who drain your battery. You will be pleasantly surprised at the positive effect this will have on your ability to create and maintain a great attitude. Here's a valuable tip. The moment you surrender ownership of your attitude to circumstances or to another person, you compromise its power in your life and you risk its loss. All right. Number 3. Right? Third, man, it is critical for you as a network marketing entrepreneur to read and listen to positive information in an effort to fill your mind with information that lends itself to the creation and maintenance of a great attitude. Develop an insatiable. There we go. Appetite. Develop an insatiable appetite for positive mental nutrition. If you are going to succeed in building an organization, you must set this example. You should view your travel time as an attitude maintenance time. Think about the hours you spend every year in your car. What if you made a mental decision to make this personal time personal growth time and attitude maintenance time? How many hours did you waste last year listening to some silly radio station that had no impact on the incredible asset called your attitude? Our minds need positive input every bit as much as our bodies do. If we feast on a diet of positive input every bit as much as our bodies do, if we feast on a diet of positive mental food on a daily basis, our minds react favorably and support our cause with a high degree of energy and resilience. All right, y'all, that's building the subconscious and the networks in the brain so that they know that I'm about that positive life, all right? I'm not a negative Nancy or Nate. And the best thing about this diet is that you don't have to count calories, but it still affects your system, y'all, your digestive system, everything. What you put into your mind affects every single part of you. The more positive mental input you take every day, the better. If you want to have the type of attitude that is the foundation for achievement, Make a decision that your mental state of mind is as important as or more important than your physical well-being. I, for one, am telling you that your mental state of being is more important than your physical. Your spirit's first, mental next, physical last. Physical is the illusion. It's the reality that we have here on the planet as we experience human living, right? But ultimately, we are spirits having a human, Hueman, experience. And that is going to then dictate the life we create. So have your spirit aligned, have your mental aligned, and then have your body aligned. Take care of it. Read about inspirational people and the attitudes they exhibited on the way to their great accomplishment, or into the heads of people who have accomplished what you are seeking to accomplish by listening to CDs, reading books, subscribing to newsletters, going to webinars, whatever it takes to put you in a mode of continuous growth and getting better. Yo, I got YouTube playlists for days, all right? They'll be in the description box below. Make a decision that the person you are going to be next month will be better and possess a better attitude than any person that you are this month. The critical part of this habit is that you are setting an example for the people in your organization, in your family, in your life, everywhere. I made a mental decision early in my network marketing experience that I was going to be in a personal growth mode for the life. I viewed personal growth as a lifelong journey with no end. That's a fact. That's that soul growth right there, right, y'all? Infinite. Your soul is infinite. And a lot of the knowledge, all of the knowledge is within. Yet, make sure you tune into knowledge outside of you as well so that you can learn more in advance. Yeah? Yeah. Fourth, dare to dream about a better tomorrow. Tomorrow, we love you. Tomorrow. In other words, live with an attitude of expectation. Oh, man. Have a purpose. People who are on a mission and seeking to accomplish great things find having a great attitude much easier because they have a high degree of expectation of tomorrow. That is one of the reasons why you find people in network marketing to be far more positive as a general rule than the people you work with in your job, just over broke. Most of the people you work with are resigned to the fact that this is as good as it gets. Boo! Wake your dreams up. They have no real power in the present because they don't have great hope for the future, right? They think that job right there is the future for them. So if you know that tomorrow is going to be no better than today, it's hard to be optimistic. And it's hard to have a great attitude about tomorrow, right? Makes sense? Makes sense. I meet many people who are trying to achieve goals, but face a problem that can be clearly defined. They have not tied the desires of their heart to the activity that they are about to undertake. They just don't have the right mental attitude to be effective. You must maintain a positive perspective by reconnecting to your dreams on a daily basis. Allow your vision of success to act in the same way as a ground wire does for a lightning rod. Think of your mind as a lightning rod. The negative things that inevitably occur in life and business strike at your thoughts just as the lightning strikes at the lightning rod, right? But no matter how powerful the bolt, its force is neutralized because the ground wire carries the negativity away harmlessly. Shout out to Mother Earth for that. She does take away, our daughter Earth, she does take away the negative energy within us, literally. Go check out grounding, all right? Put your feet in the ground and get that negativity wiped away from you. She got you. Throughout your life, and particularly in your network marketing experience, bolts of lightning will strike at you. You will experience setbacks and failures, faced with crushing disappointment. The average person is rocked back on his or her heels. Many never recover. That is why the attrition rate in network marketing is so high. Most people's threshold for total discouragement is low because they don't have the quality of attitude that will sustain them through their tough moments. They quietly sink into the quicksand of despair and ultimate defeat. However, if you have a job, excuse me, defeat. Job, defeat. Man, however, if you have a dream you are pursuing passionately, you will have a far deeper ability to be resilient in your response to situations that would otherwise affect your attitude in a negative way. Thanks, brother. Needed to hear that. Fifth, have a personal mission and value statement that will allow you to reconnect with your vision in your life. I strongly encourage you to create written statements that spell out who you are and what you want for your life. Okay? What you want your life to become, and keep them close at hand for regular review. When setbacks have left you momentarily disheartened, pull out your written statements and remind yourself of the person you are and of the emotionally compelling vision that you are working to achieve. This will help you refocus on your ultimate destination and reconnect with your passion. My heart goes out to those people who get up in the morning with no vision for their lives. Oh gosh. There is such an incredibly powerful energy available to those who see a golden vision of what they want their lives to be. They spring out of bed in the morning and they renew the quest to make that dream become a reality, right? They are making that dream a reality. This, again, is a key area where you must set an example for the organization that you are building. Don't expect your people to take the time to commit their vision to writing or to create a compelling values and mission statement if you don't take the time to do so. 6, live life with passion. People follow people, not companies. And ultimately, people follow passionate people. I've lived a life passionately of the pursuit of my dreams. I've also known a life in the pursuit of a paycheck. I would choose to passionately pursue my dreams any day because that is when I am most alive and when I exhibit most consistently a great attitude. I've been blessed with the exhilarating feeling of waking up in the morning, every morning, with an exciting vision of a greater day. I briefly lost that sensation near the end of my law career, and that's when I knew it was time to move on to something else. When you have crafted a compelling dream and you are engaged in the passionate pursuit of that dream, you glow with purposefulness, right? Shout out to the book, The On Purpose Person, recommended by Brother Man Clem. It is rare that the pack will exhibit passion or dream to a greater extent than its leader. Dream big and chase your dream with extreme passion. You will be duplicated. Finally, number 7, develop an attitude that makes you unstoppable. Come on, y'all. Just throw it up in there. I am unstoppable. I am boundless. I am infinite possibilities, right? Can you imagine waking in the morning, knowing in your heart and in your soul that if you decide to put your mind to a task, it's all but done? You talk about swagger. When you have an attitude that you are unstoppable, you cannot be stopped. All right? I have had the great fortune to have that attitude since I've been a very young man. When I decided that I was going to law school and become a trial lawyer, and when I decided to win the national trial competition, I was unstoppable. Nothing was going to get in my way. When I became a trial lawyer and I decided to win cases 232 times out of the 241 times, I was unstoppable. Despite the fact that I lost 9 of the 241 cases that I tried, I went into every single one of them with the attitude that I knew where I was going, and by golly, I was going to get there. When I involved myself that in the network marketing sector and decided to develop an organization that would create sufficient residual income to be financially independent, I was unstoppable. It simply did not matter if the next person said yes or no, or if the next person engaged as a business builder. I had a mission that I was going to accomplish. A very wise person once stated, "Don't ever get in the way of a man or a woman who desires something with all of their heart that they have decided they will have, whatever it takes, because they will run over you like a blade of grass." Being unstoppable is an attitude. The quality of your life will be measured by your attitude. The degree of success that you enjoy in this wonderful business sport called network marketing will have everything to do with the attitude that you bring to your network marketing experience. Decide that your mission every day is to be in a constant state of developing, maintaining, and protecting one of the truly greatest assets of your life, your attitude, right? Shout out to his website, Attitude Pump. You can email him. You can reach out and vibe with him. Really, really great content about your energy. Your attitude is really your energy and what you are emitting. Okay? And words do not need to come out of your mouth for you to display and emit and show and reveal your energy, your inner vibes, your inner thoughts, your inner feelings, your inner beliefs. Okay? So shout out to us boosting our inner love, our inner confidence, our inner joy so that we can reflect and emit all of that, okay? And then attract that to ourselves. Ashe. All right, y'all. Chapter 3 up in here, page 17. Just 3 more pages. All right, we're doing great. Day 2, we're doing great. 9 things more important than capital for achieving network marketing success by Brother Man Jim Rohn. That just reminded me of Goddess Zenja. She loves this guy right here. She does his voice pretty great too. And shout out to Goddess Zenja because she is the one who leads most of the 21 Days of Growth. Okay? She's constantly putting her energy into what she loves and what matters to her. Okay? So she's expanding massively from her inner light and then reaching so many people, right? So gratitude. Her, Isis, like there's so many goddesses and gods that I know in this field who are really just exercising their love of self, really, and their dream and their vision, and they're creating that to be a reality. So shout out to them, shout out to me, shout out to you, shout out to us all, because we all have potential, we all have that capability and capacity. It's just on us to activate it and energize it and consistently build it every day. Yeah All right. Capital in your network marketing business isn't what matters. Okay. Let's say what he's talking about, right? I know y'all like, what? It takes money to make money. What are you talking about? Right? So let's see. It isn't the money that buys you a future. It's your skills that buy you a future, right? Because you are the money. You are the value. You're providing the service. You're the skill, right? You activate your magic and you share that. Money and no skills, I'm telling you, you are still poor, right? Money and no ambition, where are you? Money and no courage, you're broke. And a little bit of money and a whole lot of courage is all we need. When looking for people, don't always look for the ones with money. Money doesn't matter. It really doesn't, y'all. It's an illusion. Watch The Secret of Oz to learn more. What matters is somebody's willingness, somebody's ingenuity, somebody's willingness to try, right? If they have $1 to invest, that's plenty for me. $1 and some ambition, and I can show you how to get rich. And it will be one of the classic stories of the company. When I was recruiting somebody, they would say, I don't have money. I'd say, well, I've been looking for you for 6 months. Let me show you how to do it without any money. Because here are the rules of capitalism. You can either buy and sell, Or if you are in certain circumstances, you can sell and buy. Shout out to Forex for that. That is, if you've got ambition. Now, if you haven't got ambition, you can't cure that. And money can't cure a lack of ambition either. But if you have $1 and some ambition, you in for the win. So, somebody says, as soon as the product arrives, I'll sell it, right? No. You don't understand. You don't understand the magic of fortune if you say, I have to wait till the product gets here. You just don't, right? And you probably don't understand the value of your own story, right? You've probably heard the comment, right? Stories sell, right? By selling and buying, you are simply sharing from your own excitement and belief about the product and the opportunity. Once the customer says yes, ask for the money and then go get the product. After doing this 3 or 4 more times, you will be able to buy and sell. But never let money keep you from an opportunity when you have in its place true ambition, faith, and courage, y'all. So, let's recap and break it down a bit further. When starting an enterprise or business, whether it's full-time or part-time, we all know the value of having plenty of capital, right? AKA moolah. But I bet we both know or at least have heard of people who started with no capital who went on to make fortunes. This is particularly true in network marketing profession, right? I believe there are actually some things that are more valuable than capital that can lead to your entrepreneurial success in building a thriving network marketing business. Let me give you a list, right? Time. Man, shout out to the 13 moon calendar, y'all. Mayan calendar, right? If you're still on the Gregorian calendar, you are living in an unnatural setting. Okay? Time. Time is more valuable than capital. The time you set aside not to be wasted, not to be given away. Time you set aside to be invested in an enterprise, that brings value to the marketplace with the hope of making a profit and or just creating value and giving and uplifting people's lives and souls. Now we have capital time. How valuable is time? Time properly invested is worth a fortune. Time wasted can be devastation. Time invested can perform miracles, so invest your time. Desperation, number 2. I have a friend named Lydia whose first major investment in her network marketing business was desperation. She said, my kids are hungry. I've got to make this work. If this doesn't work, what will I do? So she invested $1 in her enterprise, selling a product she believed in. That $1 was to buy a few flyers so she could make a sale at retail, collect the money, and then buy the product wholesale to deliver back to the customer. My friend Bill Bailey went to Chicago as a teenager after he got out of high school. And the first job he got was a night janitor. Someone said, Bill, why would you settle for a night janitor job? He said, malnutrition. You work at whatever job you can possibly get when you are hungry. You go to work at something night janitor. It doesn't matter what it is. Years later, Bill is a recipient of the Horatio Alger Award. He's now rich and powerful and one of the great examples of lifestyle that I know. But his first job, night janitor? Desperation can be a powerful incentive when you say, I must. I want to pause real quick and shout out to our brother man, King Geo McCoy. Millionaire McCoy, man. He had this vibration. He did not have the financial capital, to come into IML. He didn't have the money to get the products, but he asked everyone that he could to send him money because he knew this was his way out. And now, not only has Brother Man made himself lavishly abundant, he's helped hundreds, y'all. Hundreds. P2000, P5000 next stop. Or he may go straight to P10000. I mean, Geo's fire is literally, as we were saying before, unstoppable. So just know that. Just know that there are those beings out there all over the globe. We see them selling on the street corners. We see our parents, right? They're over there struggling at jobs they don't like, right? We see ourselves doing things we do not like to thrive, not even to thrive, to survive. So if we put that same type of energy and desperation into our businesses and things we want to grow and help the world with, y'all, unstoppable. Number 3, determination. Determination says, I will. All right. First, Lydia said, I must find a customer. Desperation. Second, she said, I will find someone before this first day is over. And sure enough, she found someone. She said, if it works once, it will work again. But then the next person said no. Now, what must you invest? All right? Courage. Courage is more valuable than capital. If you've only got $1 and a lot of courage, I'm telling you, you've got a good future ahead of you. Courage in spite of the circumstances? Come on, come through, courage. Humans can do the most incredible things no matter what happens, okay? That's that source energy within you. That's why you can do things no matter what happens, all right? Haven't we heard the stories? There are some recent ones from Afghanistan and Iraq that are some of the most classic, unbelievable stories of being in the depth of hell and finally making it out. You can't sell humans short. Courage in spite of, not because of, but in spite of. Okay? Now, once Lydia has made 3 or 4 sales and got it going, here's what now takes over. Ambition. That's number 5, y'all. Ambition. Wow. If I can sell 3, then I can sell 33. If I can sell 33, I can sell 103. I'm infinite possibilities. Wow. Lydia is now dazzled by her own dreams of the future. Okay. And that's why she then has number 6. That's how she made the move. That's fate. I'm going to do another sidebar comment here. Shout out to brother man Chad, No More 9 to 5 Thompson, who created this 21 Days of Growth that we have been engaging in. His story started with one of his aunts who told him, like, practically, he ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna do nothing again. You gonna be a bum just like these other men. You can't, nobody gonna follow you. Like, please, right? Go check Chad out now. Just go on his Instagram. No More 9 to 5. The number is 925, right? Brother man is out here. And again, not only has he helped himself, he's helped every being who's chosen to come and connect and have mentorship with him, okay? So gotta have all these things in line, because you will be just hit with all these naysayers and reasons and blockages as to why not to continue to step forward in your dream and co-create your dream so that it becomes your reality while you're here on planet Earth, right? Number 6, faith. Now, she begins to believe she has a good product. She got a good product. This is probably a good company. And she then starts to believe in herself. Lydia, single mother, 2 kids, no job. I mean, my gosh, I'm going to pull it off. That's what Lydia said, right? I'm going to pull it off. My children are going to be okay. Shout out to moms. Y'all do it. Okay? Okay. Gratitude to all of you and the wombs that we have come through. Okay? Her self-esteem starts to soar. These are investments that are unmatched. Money can't touch. What if you had $1 million and no faith? You'd be poor. You want to be rich. Now, here is the next one. That's the reason why she's a millionaire today. Okay? Ingenuity. Put your brains to work, y'all. Probably up until now, you've put about 1/10 of your brain power to work. And most of that is on the left side, the logic. So the right side is where the right hemisphere is where more of your creativity lies, okay? So what if you employ the other 9/10? Superhuman. You wouldn't believe what can happen. Humans can come up with the most intriguing things to do. Ingenuity. What's ingenuity worth? A fortune. It is more valuable than money. All you need is $1 and plenty of ingenuity. Figuring out a way to make it work. Make it work. I'll make it work. Number 8. Numero ocho. Heart and soul, y'all. What is a substitute for heart and soul? It's not money. It's no money. It's nowhere near money. Money can't buy heart and soul. Heart and soul are more valuable than a gazillion dollars. $1 million, a gazillion, trillion, cananillion. Without heart and soul, you have no life. You are ineffective. But heart and soul are likely are like the unseen magic that moves people to buy, moves people to make decisions, move people to act, and move people to respond, right? Yeah, and you check out the show, our documentary, Billions and Change, right? Billionaires giving their money away and just helping the world expand in energy, water, other sources, right? Because it really, for real, if you ain't got no heart and soul, bruh. Number 9, personality. What is a substitute for heart and soul? Oh, no. See, look, I'm still on that, right? Heart and soul. Because that's the spirit, you know? You brought in the spirit energy right there. It's like, pulled me in. You pulled me in. Personality, y'all. You've just got to spruce up and sharpen your own personality. Sharpen up your personality. You've got plenty of personality. Just get it developed to where it is effective every day, no matter who you talk to, whether it is a child or a business person, whether it is a rich person or a poor person, a unique personality that is at home anywhere. My mentor, Bill Bailey, taught me you've got to learn to be just as comfortable, Mr. Ron, whether it is a little shack in Kentucky having a beer and watching the fights with Winfred, my old friend, or in a Georgian mansion in Washington, D.C. as a senator's guest. Move with ease, whether it is with the rich or with the poor. And it makes no difference to you who is rich or who is poor. Each offers a chance to have a unique relationship with whomever. Develop the kind of personality that's comfortable, the kind of personality that's not bent out of shape. And lastly, let's not forget charisma and sophistication. Okay? Charisma with a touch of humility. Ashe. All right, y'all. This entire list is more valuable than money. With $1 and the list I just gave you, you can harness the power inherent in the vehicle of network marketing, and the world is yours. It belongs to you. Whatever piece of it you desire, whatever development you wish for your life, it all belongs to you, okay? I've given you the secret. Capital. The kind of capital that is more valuable than money, that can secure your future and fortune. Remember that you lack not the resources, okay? Everything we need, we have, y'all. We have everything within us to tap into and attract the resources, okay? So Jim Rohn, he's all over YouTube, and he's been out there doing the damn thing. So shout out to him and the energies we've tuned into thus far. We'll be picking up with